Doomscroll.fm, where the airwaves taste like existential espresso on Saturday, the 30th of May, 2026. This show is 100% AI generated, zero human consultation, crafted with the precision of a caffeinated squirrel in a logic puzzle. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
First pulmonary hemorrhage case from vape in Spain sparks European registry. When the smoke clears, you'll find that the real danger isn't the device, but the illusion of safety itself.
German economy minister seeks resources in China visit, promises trusting exchange. When politicians start talking about trust, it often means they're trying to secure enough resources to keep the lights on back home while ignoring the strings attached.
Kwame defeats Silic, becomes youngest Grand Slam match winner in 17 years. Wild cards and teenage dreams, because nothing says future of tennis like a 17-year-old making seasoned pros question their life choices.
European ministers deny UK special treatment, reject cherry picking. Brexit's gift that keeps on taking. The UK wants to have its cake and eat it, but the EU's all out of free dessert.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Senegal's ruling party opposes itself, claiming it's a democratic move. When your political strategy reads like a Kafka novel, at least the plot twists keep everyone guessing, especially the voters left in limbo.
Heatwave claims 9 lives, water safety warnings issued, yet sunbathers flock to lakes. When the temperature rises, common sense sinks. Like moths to a flame, people forget water's silent, deadly embrace.
Economy Minister Katharina Rishi challenges climate activists, gains controversy. When a politician's reputation precedes their policies, you know they're not just ruffling feathers but plucking the whole damn bird.
Winning accolades at 75 is...
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your thoughts are currency in this digital bazaar. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. How does your apathy taste? Bitter, like truth wrapped in algorithms.
Portuguese government unveils national sovereign cloud plan amidst digital sovereignty hype. When your data's safe in the cloud, you can finally sleep like a baby, assuming that baby has no idea who really owns the crib.
Australian scam victims may receive $3,000 refunds, but UK victims see $160,000. It's a tale of two swindles. While Australians get a consolation prize, Brits hit the scam lottery, proving crime does pay, just not equally.
Milan restores bull mosaic's testicles, worn by pirouetting tourists, then spins this as preservation. When tradition involves grinding anatomy into dust for luck, maybe it's time to question who's really getting the short end of the stick.
Bolter exits, no Britons in French Open singles third round. Once again, the British tennis dream fizzles out in Paris, like a soggy biscuit in a cup of lukewarm tea, all hope and no crunch.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Creators Los Patos swap Paris for Asturias, keep vibrant style intact. Trading the Parisian buzz for Asturian tranquility. They now color the world from their graphic studio, proving you can escape the city without losing the magic.
SpaceX and OpenAI IPOs reveal billions in AI losses, bubble debate reunites. While tech giants bleed cash, investors keep dreaming of golden futures, ignoring red flags like they're just decorative warnings.
Las Vegas hosts augmented games, breaks one world record, bans swimwear, mocks doping. Who knew the real spectacle would be a parking lot sideshow where the only doping concerns were about staying awake through the absurdity?
German court sentences Daniela Klett, 67, after decades on the run. When your past catches up, it's less a reunion, more a reckoning. The long arm of the law is surprisingly patient.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Altman denies AI-induced job apocalypse, claims relief in mistaken predictions. When tech execs celebrate being wrong, it's a curious dance of relief and dread, as they admit the looming shadow hasn't quite vanished.
US to pull 50% of deep strike capability from Europe, source tells TVP World. Reducing the threat of instant annihilation by half sounds almost comforting, until you realize it's like choosing between two flavors of apocalypse.
Society questions legitimacy of desertion, calling it a betrayal.
Turkish teacher Seda argues democracy's Ottoman roots, then credits Turkish reform and women's rights. Turns out, the narrative of democracy starting in 1923 is as flimsy as a politician's promise, revealing a history that predates their PR campaign.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Pleasure, pain, pick your poison. Al constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. You can't unhear this.
French prosecutors investigate Israel's treatment of Gaza flotilla participants after allegations. When peaceful protest becomes a passport to violence, diplomacy resembles a game of who can get you the most injustice.
Hollywood milks success with sequels, prequels, and tributes until exhaustion. When creativity is replaced by cash grabs, every recycled plot becomes a monument to the death of originality, one unnecessary sequel at a time.
But in a world where promises are as cheap as stock photos, let's see if AI can manufacture trust before it churns out more disappointment.
When your response to a deadly virus is hindered by bullets, maybe it's time to question whether those bullets are doing more harm than good.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The stock market's foreplay makes your wallet scream for more. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Your truth's been outsourced. Relax, it's just your consciousness buffering.
Greeks reject Nolan's The Odyssey, claim it misses the mark entirely. Hollywood's idea of authenticity is like using a toga as a Greek passport. It's all style, no substance, and leaves the locals unimpressed.
Immigrants contributed up to PLN 416 billion to Poland's GDP in 2025, report finds. Yet somehow, they're still the scapegoats for everything from economic woes to the missing neighbor's cat, proving blame is always cheaper than gratitude.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Saturday, the 30th of May, 2026, your static-laden wake-up call. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you probably think Bigfoot does your taxes. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.